Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a fuck about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
That's I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, causing a multitude. They be quick to accuse when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price based off the item you choose. These ties in the culture, hit you with them cat ultra. I knew you was a vulture. Holy Ghost get the usher. No, I can't push it. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Boom, sorta, rolling up through the rubber. Remember this is jungle. The top I was young, it's in the middle. Gotta stay hunting. Why the rush up for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only bitch for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I knew the solution. Maybe that's what I do. Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a fuck what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
They gon' play by the rules. That's I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude.
the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
By Darius Slay.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 39.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Jackson. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Eckler his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Taken in at the 3. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
But not any on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Two in, the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Eckler. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. The open man is Westbrook. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. He'll look to throw right away. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Jaguars 14, Dolphins nothing.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Elliott. It got his man complete. A big play there for the Dolphins. 42 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Rolling to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Tua to throw again. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Dolphins.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Option play, and Hill will keep it. On the option, here's Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A man down here as we've got a break for an injury, and that's Taysom Hill, who's slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Elliott. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Try and run for it with Elliott. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
The ball carrier.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Stepping up, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Is good. Makes the score Jaguars 14, Dolphins 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Kick over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defense,
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make the big play and disrupt things.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Target. Nice pass. Switch.
Here is Eckler. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he completes it to Westbrook. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, it's Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now this throw caught left side. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
To number 83.
A big play there. 79 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
For the extra point.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
On first down, Cottrell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Going on the ground with Eckler. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On the give, this is Eckler. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. This is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Number 80.
It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards.
Miami.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa, looking for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
2nd and 10.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Looking to pass. Tua. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
Hill going to keep it on the option. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Flush to his right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this time he is in. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard
line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. And right away, he'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. It's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson, he can run for it, and he will. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. Fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. So that'll back him up 5. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Tua going to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Gronk. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Cottrell. They find some open field here. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 52 yards. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From the 6. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this job.
They need points.
Big time.
Hill going to try and run with it. On the option, here's Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
2 and now on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back now in Jacksonville.
Dolphins 20.
It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. 10th carry now for Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row. First down. Flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Touchdown, Miami!
Complete to number 21, Ezekiel Elliott.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. The Jaguars, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but still back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. But just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. Third time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game.
34.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. He'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll buy some time right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he is all the way up past the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Today's final score, Jaguars 38, Dolphins 34.